Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me on today. I just want us to continue to grow. Continue to grow. It's not for one person to lift one person. It's to lift the world. As we continue to grow, we shall lift the world. I've been thinking about that man that pulled next to me. And when he reached, because I did say, no, sir, I'm not interested. So, for me saying, no, sir, I'm not interested, he felt I was getting smart and he wanted to reach for something. And I saw that he had a wedding ring on. He was married. And so I don't know, he sat there, and as a matter of fact, I had got out of the car and walked into the woods, and I was going to take my chair and sit out there like I normally do sometimes and watch TV. The TV is the wind blowing, the trees blowing, watching the trees, blowing in the wind. Because I'd rather watch that and listen to Jerry Springer all day, any day. Peace out there. And there's a creek out there, and I go out there sometimes to sit. And as I was going in there, I don't go to this one anymore. I stopped. I'm not going to this one anymore. I had already really stopped going. And when I went in there and sat, the beloved ancestors, the godly spirits that God sent to guide us, told me to leave, to get up and leave, because I saw the van go by when I went into the woods. And I saw him looking in my direction. I just thought, people drive by all the time. I didn't think anything of it. But the beloved spirits told me to leave. So I went back. I got up, like they said. I had the inkling to move. Get up. It's time to move. You can't sit here. I used to sit out there, but I will never sit out there again. Not this particular place. And when I got up to go and put my things away in the car, that's when, and I got in the seat and sat there for a few minutes, meditating like I normally do, because it was starting to rain anyway. Well, looked like it was getting ready to rain. And that's when he pulled up and kind of blocked me in. If I would have pulled out, I would have clipped him, and he had his car running the whole time. I didn't know what he was doing, but he sat there and sat there and sat there and sat there. And he sat there. And then he finally pulled in next to me. And then he said what he said. And then he said, oh, you getting smart. And honey, I took off, because it's a spiritual warfare out there. It's trying to get you and take you out of here. It don't care. Evil is not racist. I'm going to tell you, honey, oppression is out there. That's why it's important for us to keep growing so we can make the world great. Drive this evil and hate out. Drive it out. The light of us, use our light and light up the world, to drive this evil and hate out and make the world great. The world is on fire. Nowadays, really, you can't even really let your children hardly go anywhere. It's just evil everywhere. I remember when we were kids, we went everywhere. We walked for miles to my grandmother's house. Wasn't no cell phones back then. I don't even remember my grandmother having a telephone. I don't remember her having one. My mama did for a while till I ran it up. But my grandmother didn't have she didn't have a telephone. We walked, honey. I don't know how mama knew. Oh, yeah, grandma, yeah, she did have a telephone, because mama would put me up to call her and asking her, could we come out there? Yeah, I remember that now. And I used to remember grandma's telephone number for a long time. Then I forgot it. All I remember, it starts with 876. And I used to call her. Mama would say, call your grandma and answer, can you come out there? And grandma would say, y'all can come, but I ain't got no food. She never turned us down, ever. And mama would take some stuff out there for us. But anyway, I'm getting on something. Honey, I'm I love my stories about my grandma's house, honey. Oh man, grandma's house it was like going to, talking about Six Flags. Forget Six Flags, honey. We had my auntie Bobby house and my grandma's house. Them the two houses, honey. You go there and I'm telling you, wasn't no video games. Honey, Saturday morning, you can watch Saturday morning cartoons for a little while, and then Soul Train come on. It's time to go outside. You got to go. And I'm telling you, got a couple times come and use the bathroom, get some water, but then you come in and you staying in. Mama was real big on that. Grandma wasn't. She let us come in and out as much as we want. Honey, grandma let us run that house. And I know you got stories of a loved one that you can think of and, reminisce of. See, that's what we got to focus on. Focus on the positive. Carry forth that love and legacy that they taught us, that they gave us, that they showed us. They showed us love. My grandmother, my mother, my aunties, they showed us love. It don't matter. The spiritual warfare is in every family, honey. It's in mine too. It's in every family. It's out there, honey. It's just chaos, negativity, and drama in that form of a spiritual warfare. And it can go deeper, honey. But I'm telling you, the chaos, negativity, and drama, that's what you got to begin to remove from your life. That's what you got to begin to change about you. Change starts with you. It really does. I heard that long time ago. Change starts with you. And I began to look at myself and began to change some things about me, to change some things that were going on around me, to start to fix some things. That's part of growing, honey. Start growing within yourself. Make sure you love you. Start growing within yourself and then begin sowing. Then begin to make a change, to make a difference, to make the world great. Honey, be that change. Be the domino effect. Be the ripple effect. Touch, but don't push. Just touch and lift. Grab somebody and lift them. Hold them up. Grab them up. Get your people and tell them to grow. It's time to grow. It's time to rise. As we are going through here on earth, I'm praying for each one of you a breakthrough. I'm praying whatever you're going through in life and your circumstance, I'm praying God make a change. I'm praying that as you are growing, you are trying, you are sowing. God see that you are trying. God sees in your heart that you are trying. God is going to bless you. God got a special blessing out there for you. Keep on growing. Keep on sowing. Keep on rising. Keep on striving each day to reach your greatness. Honey, I saw one day in the woods a mushroom growing up out of a log. So I'm going to tell you something. It don't matter where you at. Just keep growing and trying to reach your greatness. Honey, one of them, it was a great big mushroom. Honey, nice size mushroom sitting over there in the log growing. Excuse me, that mushroom was striving to reach its greatness. Rising up in God. Anything that's growing is striving to reach its greatness, honey. Anything that's growing. And that's what we need to do. We need to be striving each and every day to reach our greatness in God and to be a role model, for the next one, not just these children, for everyone, for everyone to look up to you as the giant that you are. Because I'm going to tell you something. You are a legend. All legends aren't famous. You are a legend. All legends aren't famous. Keep carrying on that legacy of love. Keep on growing with forgiveness. Let that old stuff go. That's not going to do anything but hold you back some more. That's going to keep you from reaching up and reaching your greatness in God. So you got to be like the great mountain and slough off all that old stuff, just slough it all off, just start rising. And then you're going to start feeling so much better, honey, when you really release and let it go. 'Cause I'm going to tell you something. It took a while for it, when I see different things, I have to let stuff go. See, I have to look at people as kings and queens. See, I can't hold judgment. See, because what I know now, I know that they gonna face whatever judgment they facing here on this earth, like going before a judge, like the things that the King R. Kelly done got himself caught up in. See, he done slipped and fall for his own setup. He set himself up with that setup. Believe it, yeah, you can fly, but you can only fly so high. It's only so much you do. I believe you can fly, I really do. But look, you gotta fly right. You just can't fly the way you wanna fly. You got to fly right. You got to fly up in God. I believe I can fly. I know I can fly, but I got to fly right. Else I'm going to fall down. Ground zero with no hero. I'm telling you, honey, slip and fall for that setup, and there you go. Not there you grow. There you go down there. But up, here come God getting ready to throw you a lifeline. Cause look, you got time. You gonna have time to sit there and think about, turn it around, turn it over to God. God allows U-turns, honey. Turn your life around. Give it over to God. Then start flying right in righteousness. See, we can't do things down here on the earth that we want to do. So see, I'm in this world, but I'm not of this world. I'm transformed by renewing of my mind. So it don't matter who you are. I know that your judgment here on this earth, and then also you got to give an account, honey. When the souls, I'm telling you something, the evil spirits, I saw what happened to evil. They get condemned. There go their legacy. There go everything. But as I was standing there, also, I felt the overwhelming presence of, I'm sorry. Standing it was about there at the end when I was getting ready to leave. I felt something. I felt something big was getting ready to happen. I just felt it. I didn't know what it was, but I felt something big was getting ready to happen. And that's when we had that showdown, me and the evil. That was big, honey. That was a big old showdown. But I felt the overwhelming presence of sorrow at that table when I was standing there. An overwhelming presence, so much so that I spoke out. I said it. If it's up to me, you are forgiven. And at that moment, honey, it was a release. It was the overwhelming I'm sorry was gone. Set free. But I'm going to tell you something. The evil wasn't done up in there. There was some more evil spirits up in there, honey. I got pictures of evil spirits. I got evidence. I got videos. I got different things. I got a number 7 on my leg, and there was a number 7 in the floor with faces in it. And 7 means wisdom. See, I didn't even realize that this was a number 7 birthmark. This is a birthmark I've had all my life, but I ain't paid no attention to it. But it's another number 7. And that means wisdom. I'm getting the wisdom from God, honey. And I take the side I got from God with the rain of my life, because it ain't going to rain certain kind of ways no more. I ain't going to put up with that kind of rain. Ain't going to be that kind of rainstorm. See, I'm going to see that coming. I already know about that. No more of that rain. We're going to have some good storms, some good rain. See, because we know that trust in the Lord. Trust in God is a must. We must trust God, honey. We must hold on to God, and carry forth love and forgiveness each and every day for a better way in God. I'm telling you, honey, it's been peaceful around the lighthouse. I just been taking advantage of the little piece that I do get here to get on here and record, because it used to be a time when I could sit up in the house and record, but it really, in here, no, there is no peace in the lighthouse or around the lighthouse. It's spiritual warfare all out there. The highway of life is out there. One day again, I'm going to sit out there and, have the spirits move me when to record a episode out there, next to the highway of life, because I really love sitting out there at nighttime. As long as I don't hear sirens. I don't like to hear the sirens. That's sad. That means something sad done happened. So we're going to keep on striving to reach our greatness in God each and every day for a better way. We are all kings and queens, royalty in God. We got to bring forth that royalness. We got to carry forth that love. Be dignified in your actions. Be distinguished. Be that distinguished royal. You know that you are. You unique. It's only one of you. It's only one of you, and God created you. You got a earthly father and a heavenly father, honey, that created you. So I'm telling you something. It's time to get your breakthrough. It's time to get up, rise up, link up, lock up, rise up in God. Strive to reach your greatness each and every day for a better way. And I'm going to tell you something. God's will shall be done on earth as it is in heaven. You didn't hear me. God's will shall be done on earth as it is in heaven. I'm telling you, all around the world, whatever you got going on. I'm going to tell you something over there, India. I've been praying on you, India. I love you, India. But I'm going to tell you something. We are all one in God. It don't matter that you're Dalit. The Dalits are people too. It's time. Just like now they rising up, and I'm rising up with them too. I tell you, I done rose from the oppression. He said I wasn't nothing. He said wasn't nobody gonna want you. You ain't nobody. You ain't nothing to nobody. So I took nothing and turned around and made it into something. And not only that, I got you too. So there. I'm telling you, I went ahead and got my breakthrough despite what he said. God went ahead and recycled me. It's called recycling. God recycled me. So I'm anew in God, no matter what they call me, no matter what they label me as, no matter what they got me down on the paper as. Well, she this and she that. She can't do this. She can't do that. And because she this and that. And I don't care what they said, honey, because I'm a child of God when I was born. I'm a child of God when I leave. So it don't matter what they said and what they call me, because I'm going to keep going forth in the Lord. I'm going to keep going forth with my eyes on the prize. I'm not going to get attracted to the distraction, the foolishness that they want to call me, the foolishness that they want to label me or pull me in or drag me down to be. I'm going forth in God. Gotta be. That's what got to be there. Michael Jackson said, got to be there. Got to be there. Yeah, I gotta be there, honey. Got to be there for the Lord. That's what I'm gonna do. Be there for God. I'm turning around for the Lord. That's what I do. Turn everything around. A song, okay, let's turn it for good. Let's turn it to God. Let's turn it to drive this evil and hate out and make the world great. See, I'm gonna tell you something right now. His spirit is growing too. The spirit of Michael Jackson. I'm telling you, love Michael Jackson. He know now. I love Michael Jackson. Spirit of Michael Jackson is growing too. Michael Jackson was born on the day that Grow was born. In the haunted house, and the same day that the legend Chadwick Boseman transitioned. But his spirit was with me in the house also. Comforting me that day when he passed. He was summoned to come with the queen, to be with me, to comfort me, so I can be able to get up and rise up, be able to talk to my grandson and comfort him and be able to do the podcast. Because, honey, I was broke after that. I'm telling you, tragedy after tragedy, it'll break you. You just keep on seeing tragedy and Jacob Blake and Breonna Taylor, and all this George Floyd, and they just keep going on, and I'm telling you, and then the young man sitting with his family, I'm telling you, he got killed for nothing, trying to protect his baby. Just sitting out there with his family, so much, it's so much going on that I have to actually take my, I took the TV out. I can't out on TV. Everything is breaking. It's always broke. We can go to the commercial, everything fine on the commercial, the family smiling and laughing, ain't nothing breaking in their house. But we come back from the commercial, everything breaking, and it's just breaking, and then on the TV shows, it's just a whole bunch of foolishness, a way to get him, a way to get her, a way to act, because that's what he liked to fall asleep to, the killing shows. And as soon as he fell asleep, I turned it off of there, because, see, I had growth from that. I stopped watching Deadly Women and getting ideas and different things. I stopped watching that. It's time to get out the spiritual warfare. It's time to stop being attracted. I used to get on YouTube and go through YouTube and see if I done missed any Deadly Women episode. You hear me? I'm telling you, I was on my way. He was trying to drive me there, honey. He trying to drive me crazy. And but I had to have God was with me. You know, thank God. Thank God. Thank God that he carried me. He was there with me, honey. And I stopped drinking so I could hear the voice of God. I stopped drinking so I could stop stinking thinking, stop clowning with him. And he used to just pick a fight because he knew I wasn't drinking. But if I put on some cologne, he say, "You been drinking?" You know, just to get something started, get arguing. You know, anything. You know, if I answer the question a certain way, Jack, you been drinking? You know, just to get something started. You know, I'm telling you, how you just don't know. You'll find out as we growing along all the stuff I went through with that fool. Yo, that rebel over there. You know, I'm telling you, son, he really think he is all that, honey. And a bag of chips and a Pepsi. Don't even know he a rebel and he gonna grow. Greatness reached over our oppression through wisdom. And we gonna rise all over the world. I love you, Russia. I love you, France. I love you, California. I love you, Detroit, Hitsville. I'm coming to Hitsville one day. I'm going to see you anyway. I'm coming down that way, honey, and we going to grow for a better way. I'm bringing the seeds of love when I come. I love you, Germany. I love you. Y'all keep growing. Y'all sit here and name places all day long. But I want to give a shout out and tell you I love you and keep growing on. Greatness reached over our oppression through wisdom. Here we grow all over the world. Let's ride.